And I'm joined now by the PDP governorship candidate in Edo State, Asue, Ighodalo. Thank you very much for joining us on Newsnight. Good to see you. Well, it's interesting. I mean, I've seen a few of your campaigns and you've been speaking the language of the locals, talking about pidgin English. Apparently, I want to believe that they do understand your messaging. But let's, get from you clearly. I mean, because PDP is saying that you'll get 65% of votes in Edo State. How confident are you that you can actually achieve that feat?
Good evening, Ngozi, and thank you for having me on. Nice to be back on a rise. Very confident. We've worked hard, extremely hard, since the primaries in February. We've combed the state. We've gone through the 192 wards of the state, the 18 local governments. We've gone to the marketplaces, gone to pubs, gone to restaurants, gone into homes, met people, talked to people, explained our plans, explained what we're going to do for the people of the state, explained how we're going to move the state from where it is now to the next level. So we're very confident. We've worked extremely hard. We've gone into motor parks. We've gone into offices. We've worked hard. We've talked to nearly every strata of people in the state, and we're confident. We're very confident. We're confident, again, because we're quite sure that based on what the president has assured the people of Edo State and the people of Nigeria, that we will all have a level playing field. Once we have a level playing field, there's no reason whatsoever why we won't win the election, hands down.
Okay, so let me take you up on that, the issue of a level playing field. Do you have any doubts or concerns that the playing field may not be level? Are you indicting INEC? Are you sending some kind of signal to INEC, the election umpire?
No, I'm not sending any signals to INEC. I don't believe that INEC will not also want to acquit itself remarkably well. I think they should. After we've had Imo and Kogi, I think it's time for INEC to kind of look at its processes and systems and ensure that we have a free and fair and level playing field election. Where I have concern is a bit with the police. In the last couple of weeks, the police have been arresting our supporters without basis. And the basis of the law is if you arrest somebody, you charge them to court within 24 hours. If you don't find anything to charge them on, you release them, or at least release them on bail. But we noticed that the police have been arresting our supporters. We've written petitions to the police, and that's what gives us cause for concern, because we seem to be seeing that there's a bias on the side of the police in favor of the APC. And I don't think that's an instruction from the president. I'm quite clear. I've known the president for 30 years. The president would like a free and fair environment, and he would like where the candidates that the people want is the candidate that wins the election, the candidate that can bring progress to the people. So I don't know what's going on with the police, but I'm sure they'll explain themselves shortly. But they seem to give us an impression that they give a perception that we don't have a level playing field, and that's the problem. We don't want our supporters intimidated. We don't want anybody to give our supporters the impression that things are skewed to any side. The rest of the political parties would truly like a free and fair environment, not for people to wake up in the morning and there are strange men knocking on your doors and they carry you away to Abuja and you don't know why. Some of our guys have been arrested for over 3 weeks now and nothing has happened. No charge to court, no reason why they're arrested. So that's the only source of concern to us as a party and to me. I don't want my guys intimidated. If you feel there's a reason to arrest our guys, please say why, charge them to court, and let's take it on from there. But people don't come in the middle of the night, whisk people away. The local commissioner of police doesn't know what's going on. He says it's orders from above. You know, this orders from above thing, let's trace it. Orders from who? Why? So that's the only thing that worries us. Apart from that, we're happy with INEC. We're hoping, there are all these rumors that fly around during this season. So we don't want to go to rumors. We want to stay on facts. But people say that INEC wants to come to our elections with officials from Imo and officials from Kogi. we would please implore INEC that we want into Edo State fresh officials from places that have run electoral processes that are free and fair and are not questioned. And would please appreciate if INEC doesn't bring Kogi officials or Imo officials into Edo State.
Okay, unfortunately, not enough time for me to take you up on why you don't want Kogi and Imo State, but I'll just leave it there because I want you to tell.
I'll answer, Ngozi. I'll answer you very quickly.
Okay, in 30 seconds.
Very quickly.
In 30 seconds, if you can.
Question marks have been placed on the processes in those two states, and so really honestly, when you talk about things being fair, things being level, it's not just for people to say so. People must feel so. There must be a perception. If we've had this perception that there have been problems in some states, we don't want officials from those states to come into our state. If people that have superintended a process that appears or perceived flawed, we don't want those kind of people to come into Edo State. And the people of Edo State are peace-loving people, and they understand the electoral process. They're educated people. They don't right from wrong. They don't light from darkness. So they don't want any process that's going to be subverted and subversive. That's all we're saying. We want a level playing field, so that the wishes of the people of Edo State is the wish that's realized on the 21st of September. That's all. Let the winner or the best person accepted by the people be the winner of that election, so that we have a democratic process that's true, fair, and appropriate.
Great.
That's all we've asked for.
And it's not too much to ask Mr. Asue Ighodalo.
Now,
you made a point earlier that you want to take Edo State from where it is to where you want to take it. Like we say in this part, where they carry me go. Mm-hmm. Where exactly is Edo State presently? Because from the figures, Edo GDP is about 9 billion USD and number 15 on the tables in terms of the states in Nigeria. Where exactly is Edo now in your estimation? And where are you taking Edo State?
I think Edo State is actually number 6. It's not number 15. If you look at the current data, if you look at the size of the economy and what's happening in the economy of the state. So we've had 8 years of Governor Baseki, who's laid a solid foundation. And so from where it is, what we want to do is then build on the foundation that he has laid and move Edo State into the first world. And regardless of what's happening in the sovereign, we believe that we can have a sub-sovereign that is shielded from some of the happenings at the sovereign level and creates its own economy. And you see, people say Lagos State is the 5th biggest economy in Africa. We don't have any reason why Edo State cannot be one of the biggest economies in Africa, 5th, 4th, or even 1st. We want to create a sub-national in Edo State where we have in the first world. We want to create a sub-sovereign in Edo State where we reduce the level of poverty, the sufferings to the barest minimum, where we kind of shield our people from some of the policies that don't favor the people of Edo State or the people of Nigeria. That's what we want to do, and it's been done before. There are sub-sovereigns that have done better than the sovereign, and what we want to do is push Edo State to do better than the suffering, remove suffering, remove some of the problems that have come with inflation, remove some of the problems that have come in security, remove a lot of the problems that have come with infrastructure, and we can do it. Edo State is resourced with human talent, is resourced with natural resources. Edo State is even placed in Nigeria in a logistical center in Nigeria. Most people that travel through Nigeria will go past Edo State, except you're going from Lagos to Sokoto. Apart from that, most people go through Edo State. So Edo State is a natural logistics hub. And Edo State is a natural tourism center. Edo State is a great agricultural belt. Edo State is ready for manufacturing. Edo State has a lot of natural resources that are in its favor. So we want to harness all of this, and we want to build a first world Edo State. That's what we're about, regardless what's happening anywhere else in Nigeria.
Right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much. How you harness the gifts of Edo State remains to be seen. PDP's governorship candidate in Edo State, Asue Ighodalo. I have to leave it there.
Watch this space. Watch this space.
Watching already.
And you'll see what's happening in Edo State. Watch this space.
All
I
right.
promise you.
All right.
Edo State
Great.
and Nigeria will see a major transformation.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.